Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Space 2. So I think we're going to go with this hero, the Sophon Counselor. I was considering picking up Oleg Lagarin because we do need some more sources of influence, and obviously UE heroes have this thing, which is available very early and is pretty powerful. But actually, counselors have public relations expert. We've seen that already. And I think it's a good idea to keep as many of our heroes Sophon as possible if we're aiming for probably a science victory, because the top tier of the Sophon tree is very powerful for that. So, Aririn Turlamaz, it is. Now here's a question. Where do we actually put this dude? Dakel is having a little bit of trouble developing, right? Things have been pretty slow here. We could drop him in Ane as well. He does not actually have a lot in the way of industry. Not a lot of bonus industry skills available. So, it should be someplace that doesn't need the industry too badly. This actually fits the description pretty well. Our science threshold here, sort of our maximum potential science, isn't terrible. There's a lot of population slots on this planet, but not a lot elsewhere. What about... Dakel has 4 habitable worlds. Yeah, definitely a better population cap. Yeah, let's stick him back here, I guess. We need to get this going, though. So you can help them develop a little bit. Oh, you know what? The bonus food from Optimal Operations Expert is actually going to be pretty meaningful here. We do not have a lot of food in this system. Okay. Yep, we are now on the Jingoist Joy bill, which is not the place I want to be in. This bill does very little for us. I suspect that the Unfallen are never going to attack us. It's just a feeling I have. So the question now is, do we want to prepare to attack them? So we could gear up to take Rotanev. Rotanev is a potentially pretty powerful system. A lot of small worlds, unfortunately, so that limits the population, but... You know what we should do is, we should start firing probes off in this direction. There are definitely constellations back here. I'm sure they're inhabited, but we might still be able to grab a system or two. Unfortunately, I believe we've lost the last of our exploration ships, so we'll have to build a new one. Real quick, before we do that, though, let's make sure that we're running the most sensible version of that thing. Do we have Hyperium income? We must. I have 12. 12 is a weird number. So do I want 2 probes with only 1 turn cooldown, or 3 probes with 2 turn cooldown? I think let's go this way. Oh, we don't have any titanium income, that's right. I forgot all about that. That being the case, let's go for these ones. Alright, so throw that on the end of the queue. Alright, you guys are already blocking. I suppose I do need a guy to push the Lost Battalion forward as well. So yeah, we could be meeting other players, we could be getting a better view of the universe around us, a thing that might be vitally important to our survival, it turns out. Okay, he doesn't really want to go to short range. We're gonna have to develop some weapons modules anyway, right? So we might end up getting a little aggressive. But I'd like to find another player, basically. I don't want to get aggressive on the tree guys. I think we can be long-term friends with the tree guys. Actually, let's give the flat 50%, or the flat 50 boost priority over percentage boosts. And at some point we need to actually colonize that world. And how quickly is this coming along? At this rate, we're going to get to 74. We're not actually going to... Okay. Let's praise them once so that we can get to friendly. We've discovered some Hisho, which is fine, I guess. I don't really need more population pushing for militarism, but... You know what they say about gift horses and their various orifices. Okay, we gotta get this detector down to Ine. This guy up to Ursa. And then I'm gonna build... Well, we do need to get our trade company online. I'm gonna build 2 more ships real fast. Just refill this fleet a little bit. I cannot wait until we manage to finally stop the pirate spawns. Because it feels like they've been really aggressive. I don't know if that is the perception that everybody else has, but from in here, it feels like they have been very, very aggressive. Alright. We do need to move up the science tiers at some point, preferably before other people start researching this stuff. We have flat 50 science coming into a lot of our systems now, so dimensional folding might be a good way to go. You know what, I looked at our laws very briefly, but actually I probably ought to give those a little bit more consideration. Alright, the Epistis have a quest available for us. What do we got? Oh, well, we've already done that. Demonstrating your civilization's militarism shouldn't be too difficult. No kidding. Well, we lost one finally. Just attrition. Too many damn pirates. Alright, this world will make us some pretty okay money and some pretty okay science. Alright, taking over Phoenix will give us access to Eden incense as well. I guess not very much, huh? Okay. And we've done it. The good news is
friendship with you.
Now we have tons of systems. The bad news is now we have tons of systems. I accept. I am down with a trade agreement. So I was trying to click this. We found 60 dust. Okay. So I think probably 40 science is what? Relative to our current science output, 40% is... It's not nothing. Obviously, he's going to end up with both of these skills. It's just a matter of what I want to get first. Yeah, let's start building up some influence. Things in the galaxy may get more complicated in the very near future. We should be ready. So we are now down to 29% approval. It might be time to change some things up. As much as I'm loving +3 science per population, if we abolish this, we'll almost certainly move back up into a healthier approval level. Yeah, that got us back to content. And the difference between content and the level we were at is 15% empire-wide science. So we didn't take as much of a science hit as you might think, but it's definitely worse than it was. Let's just search these real fast. I'm going to be using all of my probes to do other things for a while, so we'll start there. So this will be okay. It's... Right now, this is a temperate planet, so right now it'll just be 20. We're going to have to get some expansion going. I mean, I want to expand onto Arcab 1, right? That's where all the industry is. We'll figure it out from there. Alright, what about Phoenix? What's going on Phoenix? Not very much. What do the minor factions build while they're not controlled by us? Because it kind of seems like it's nothing, maybe. Alright, but that should completely kill pirate spawns. So now the question is just, how do we best detect other constellations? How do we get around? How do we get out of here? Well, I forgot about those darn kids. We should probably do that. It's probably worth doing. So Ine and Dakel. So give me one more ship. We'll catch this last pirate ship and then we'll split the group up. Alright, Virgo has finished the most basic thing. We're going to need food. Obviously, we're going to need a lot of food. I think previously, especially at the beginning, I was not really prioritizing food stuff highly enough. And it was leaving us with lower system population for a longer period of time, which of course means worse resource generation. Ine and Dakel. Our ships are plenty fast. This should not be a problem. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab that, I guess. You don't say. So we just have access to all of the resources. That's nice. That's not usually the case. The Cartographer's Request. Search the Curiosity on Delphinus 1 to give up, when you're ready to give up all this stuff, to get the location of Psychogoja and 100 Dark Glitter. Dark Glitter is one of the worst luxuries, I think. But 100 is, you know, that's still a significant amount for sale. Okay, we are hemorrhaging dust right now. What happened? System dust production is in the toilet is what happened. Well, can we fix it? We have an open law slot right now that I didn't decide what I wanted to do with. I don't think this is a good idea at this moment. Spoils of War Act now just gives flat minus 10% dust in addition to its other effects. Interesting. Well, I don't think I really do want to run the Super Tax Act. Oh man, that's harsh though. That is a lot of money. Well, let's see if it's actually as bad as it looks. Because you know how the UI sometimes misrepresents things slightly. Looks like it is not misrepresenting this. This seems to actually be that bad. Alright, what do we get? It looks like we don't have any huge amounts of dust incoming from quest rewards, which is a shame. We're about to get working on our trade company HQ. I did not end up picking up Astro Finance, but maybe I have to now? Yeah, you know, I don't want to like completely tank out our approval rating, but this is 100 dust per turn. And it would really, really slow the rate of hemorrhage. But it's also going to drop us down into being unhappy, which is going to reduce the amount of dust we generate. Well, we can always abolish it. Let's turn it on and see what happens. Okay, it helps significantly more than it hurts. Which is not to say that it does not hurt at all. I will launch some probes from over here next. I know that there's more stuff going on toward the center of the galaxy. I kind of want to figure out our backyard first. And of course, we're completing modern, expensive buildings with large upkeep costs. This might be a good time to start building, like, approval structures. Even though those structures also have considerable upkeep costs. Oh, hey. You can build cerebral reality. Please do that. Did they change cerebral reality? Why does it give so much... It wasn't 2020 before, was it? Is there any place where I don't have that built? Okay, that could be very helpful. I don't remember it being that large. Then again, I do remember it being basically useless. Thinking that it is basically useless, so maybe they buffed it. Okay. Well, that'll certainly help. I'll kill the law like next turn maybe. We've discovered bonus fleet movement point support module. That is a handy one, actually. Even if you don't go to war a lot, that kind of stuff can be very useful. Alright, so Osulo seems like a natural place to put down the trade company subsidiary, I think. Look at that. That's exactly the kind of stuff I was talking about right there. Oh, no, wait. Sorry, here. We definitely need to start getting that going. Delphinus is a proper colony now. Huh. A quest curiosity. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I do know what quest it's talking about. Alright, so next turn we'll gain quite a bit of dust output. What can you do that's even contributory? Well, we do have a strategic deposit now. This is probably a good thing to build as well. Alright, well, I suppose those will do. We're running a little short. Ooh, that's ugly. Running a little short on, like, really impactful constructions. Okay, so we got this now, right? Aine and Duckhill's hangars both have stuff. At the end of the 10th turn? Okay, no, it does trigger as soon as it can. Well, plus 20 approval may turn out to be a thing that's totally worth building. So do we want double experience on Aquarius or some approval on Aquarius? I think we need some approval right at this moment. Okay, there's a chance of creating a major political crisis, and this thing will increase political ideology I don't care for, but that's significant, and this is a real penalty. Which one is Virgo? Okay, Virgo's not working on anything terribly important. Yeah, is there still a Reaver ship? How? Yeah, I think we're going to take Dismantle. Man, we're still negative on dust. I'm nervous. I'm nervous about our dust output. I don't want to derail our tech, but maybe I have to. Let's just slide Astrofinance in there, in front. Let's pull these guys back together. So we gotta get something going here. We gotta produce some actual dust. Man, obviously everything we build is gonna have an upkeep cost. And I can't really expand just yet. And we don't have any of those lovely projects that allow us to channel industry into something else without charging us additional upkeep for it. So, I suppose we do have these. And I need one more turn of construction. Well, we'll worry about it next turn. I don't want to queue anything up and have extra work get done toward it on this turn right now. Is that the light blue player color, or is that a neutral? It must be a player color, right? A neutral wouldn't be this large. Or it might be two neutrals? I'm not sure what it is. Whatever, we're about to find out in a second here. Yeah, that's a player color. Okay, that's over, that's over. We didn't really get to take too much advantage of the lowered luxury booster cost, but we did get to do one thing with it. So hold up, can we introduce ourselves? Have we, like, met this person yet? It's Horatio.
Contact with us brings more worry than joy.
I'm never overjoyed about having Horatio around. Maybe that's cruel to say, but my experiences with this dude have not been totally positive. Duckel, what's up? What do you need? If we had some transvine, they'd be happy. Well, we don't. Lots of places are unhappy. Nobody's super close to the completion of their rebellion just yet. So let's start working on this. When Astrofinance finishes in a second here, we'll figure out exactly how grim things are. Approval here is low and bad. Yeah, this is something, I guess. Okay, let's try to figure this out. Because we're going to have to kill the disapproval law, right? It's causing too many problems. It's a beautifier.
Horatio's plans for this galaxy.
Okay. There can't be more pirates still, right? Alright, so we're going to build xenotourism agencies everywhere. And in a number of places, this is going to be a significant amount of dust. Unfortunately, it's going to take us a little while to get them finished. The trade company's about to be done. That'll help a little. I wouldn't expect it to be a huge amount of dust right away, unfortunately. I'll probably put that after there. Alright, well, Horatio's going to get this system, but I'm going to explore a few of the curiosities for him and maybe get a little bit of loot for myself in doing so. Oh, hey, look at that. Wow. Do I have all three of my probes? I do. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm just gonna hit all of these. Now, in a just world, Horatio would be happy about me doing this. But as it is, he's probably gonna be squawking at us because we're technically blockading his system. Okay, well... Send a fleet to... Jeez. Okay, I'll try that. I'll try going over there. I guess you don't have any move right now. Give us a little bit more influence. Okay, we have some reasonable influence income now. Okay, that's gonna help. That's 4 extra dust per turn on this world with its significant population. How far are we from a rebellion on the planet that's closest? 4 turns? I'll give it one more. merge these guys up. Oh, because I'm hitting caps lock and not shift. That's why it's not group selecting. That looks like a minor faction. I'm gonna need another detector. Actually, if it's not gonna change the length of time to get the xenotourism agencies done, give me that first. Oh, wow. My empire has fallen into anarchy. Once a turn has passed, a government of type Republic will be established. In the meantime, my laws have been abolished. I was caught by surprise on that one. Were too many of my worlds? Because I thought I'd have time before the rebellion finished. But is it the case that when a certain percentage of your total worlds are in that pre-rebellion state, then stuff happens? Or... And it must be something like that, right? Well, that's not totally ideal. But the people are about to establish a republic. I'm actually totally cool with that. I like that. Let's go for a little bit of approval and a little bit of science. That seems like a smart path to take here. Do I want to stick around and search this last thing? Probably not. Let's start heading toward that quest marker just because I'm curious. So the trade company's finished. It's producing 21 dust per turn. Alright, well. I suppose I could shoot a couple more probes out, huh? Since I'm just planning to sit around here, we may as well explore a little bit more thoroughly. Huh. Alright. So we've learned a little bit. Trade with Horatio could be valuable. Taking his stuff also could be valuable. What is this? Oh. Now the people are about to rebel again. Oh, wait a second. They rebuilt the government entirely. They made us pacifists. Ooh, right thing rule is completely different. Allows forced peace when at cold war with an empire. Huh. Okay. So let's... What do we do? We're gonna need more dust. Pulvis production. And maximized exploitation will give us the ability to toggle some systems into influence in dust creation, which may turn out to be like extremely vital to our survival. Plus, we probably have a lava world around here somewhere that we wanted to inhabit.
Your presence and
do we have a trade thing with Horatio? I bet we don't, right?
Bother us unless you have something of value to say.
Do you also want some potatoes? The AI freaking loves super spots, man. I never know what's going on with that. It's almost all of my influence. But it's probably worth it. As much as I hate to lower my industry, I think this is necessary. We have got to get our empire back under control. On the whole, though, I think that this change to Republic, being led by pacifists, is a good thing. I wonder how they determine what the new government will be. I wonder if it's possible to use these states of anarchy to your advantage as a tool, you know? So right thing rule is just, like, it's way worse than it used to be. I guess that's fair. Right thing rule was pretty bananas before. What's up, guys? Amoebas. They have groupthink. Oh, that's not a bad trade at all. Well, let's praise them a little bit with the tiny amount of influence that we have. And I guess we'll send over the detector and scout some of their curiosities. That should help as well. You guys, honestly, probably just move to Aine and then sit there forever? The Unfallen have kind of a lot of ships. That makes me a little nervous. Which way are they going? It looks like they're leaving. I mean, the AI builds a lot of stuff, and then it moves that stuff around pretty much arbitrarily, right? That's the case in every 4X game in all of history. Minus 10 dust on systems on Empire, or plus 20 dust, but there's a chance of creating a major economic crisis. Well, we're already in a major economic crisis. How much worse could it get? I need that dust. Alright, and we are working hard to produce all of the stuff. We do have the ability to move to colonial exchange. I don't really want to, though. I want to keep the science rolling. Especially since the science is how we're going to dig ourselves out of this in the long term. Alright, so we need to deactivate that approval law, like, the moment things are pretty much settled. Oh wow, look at all of this. Are there any ruins to search? Okay, ruins usually have cool stuff in them, right? Yeah, see, that's cool. That's fine, I guess. Atmospheric is usually anomalies. I don't think any of the stuff that's left here is like super likely to be loot. Yeah, let's try this. What we have discovered. Make a choice. Let them be or interfere. Well, we can figure out what's going on with that generation ship's onboard computers. I don't remember what we did last. I don't remember what we got last time we did this. I'm going to choose to interfere, though. We're just having a look around inside your systems, life support and cryogenics support systems. No ill could possibly come of this, is what I'm saying. Now, let's see if there is something we can sort of jump to in the short term on our way out to this quest marker. This is made of titanium. Please get that done. Please, please, please get that done. We need titanium so badly. And antimatter, actually. Well, we're gonna need this. So we're gonna grab the mining techs next. And this will put us up to Tier 2 system development, or rather, the ability to develop systems to their third level.
More trustworthy than you.
Okay. They're wary of us, but they like that we didn't attack them. I don't have any idea where they are. I guess we could have attacked them when they were just sitting here at our system being very suspicious for a long period of time. Alright, I don't actually have the ability to move away, so I hope that pirate ship that's incoming is not too dangerous. Well, we sure did discover a very, very small amount of XP. 13 turns until that, and we have no way to accelerate it. Really, really cannot afford that. Okay, so we've got more dust coming in now. What's our overall approval level? Only 52%. We got a lot of problems to deal with, basically. There's a lot of stuff going on that is not going that well.
Your presence and communication is a...
Okay. He would like to, Ooh. Ah, here we go. Here's where the Lumeris are. Well, let's say hello to these guys. I don't know that we need to lay a ton of praise in. Oh, you know what, though? Praising them really hard will get us to them giving us bonus dust. In fact, we should probably lay a little bit of extra praise into these guys, now that we have pretty good influence outcomes, or pretty good influence output, rather. I can't retreat, can I? Because I don't have any move. What will happen if I try? Okay, yeah, I failed to retreat and was destroyed. Hopefully they have fixed the fact that the AI used to be able to fail to retreat and be totally fine with it. Man, I want to build this, but the upkeep on these is significant. Well, it'll take 6 turns to finish it. We'll have time to figure some stuff out. Alright, so we've got some more options for bringing in money, and I do want, at the very least, gamma absorption. But maybe this needs to be more of a concern. Improving our ability to hold on to this many worlds could be really, really important. So, like, if we go adaptive bureaucracies, let the overflow roll into gamma absorption, or maybe even not do that. Yes, we'll have a ton of overflow from this. We'll be able to plow it into getting the booster program. And we could get colonial rights as well. Yeah, we can figure this out. We can solve this problem. And then we really do need to get antimatter going, because antimatter is used to build some of the more important science buildings. But one thing at a time. Okay, so many events. Alright, we just lost a bunch of approval. Interesting. Well, we could, their ship is headed into some kind of problem. An automated craft traveling at sublight speeds. The ship is headed straight into a nearby star. Apparently someone made a miscalculation. Well, we do need titanium, a lot of titanium, but we've kind of solved that problem. Let's take 20 approval on all of our systems. Okay, starting to bring in a little bit. It looks like actually our probe is just going to reveal the thing we... Oh, we have a path. That's fine. That'll do. This is going to be a problem. Horatio's influence is already pushing in on Arcab. That's coming out really, really fast. Okay. We need to build pulvis production on the highest population systems first. Ugh, it's going to take forever. Okay, only 2 turns this way, and I think probably... Yeah, we'd have to research another 3 techs after this to even open this up. I think probably we should refocus on the mission after this. This will help bring down our approval, our disapproval. By a little bit, at least. So you guys... we'll be able to start up a new pulvis production every turn. I don't know, build this for now. Let's get a little bit of extra industry. Support for the militarists has fallen significantly. You know what? I'm going to back the pacifists. If things go exactly the way the survey said they will, a pacifist scientist government with the pacifists actually in charge, I think is pretty good for our goal. Yeah, okay. I mean, true to form, our people seek science and peace in which to perform that science. What I'm saying is that I think that that revolution was definitely canon. Alright, let's modernize, because we're going to need to start building some improvements here that improve our influence output. Okay, we don't even care about that, man. That quest will get done or not. I am not putting any particular resources into it. So who is dark blue over here? Ah, howdy. They're not usually terribly warlike, right? Alright, and I think we probably want to be at peace with our neighbors. Because... Ooh. Hell yeah. So we can probably kill Toys for Boys now. Because this is providing 45 approval. Yes, let's kill this. Where does that put us approval-wise? Devoted. Good. So now we can go back to putting on the Dirty Hands Act or Brains Over Bucks now that we have way more dust income. Do I want this? No, we have a lot of really important stuff to build yet.
Some things in this cosmos, naturally,
Our research rate is considerably better than our structure development rate at this point. I wonder if the Lumeris would go in for a piece as well.
Tell your friends from your enemies, isn't it?
No, it's really easy. Everybody's my friend. What about a trade agreement? I know how you feel about these. Wow, no. Also, we couldn't even really offer that. How would you like these 5 purple crystals I found? I am assured that they are rare and valuable. How would you like some potatoes? She didn't have the little plus next to them, but the AI loves potatoes. I get it, you know. I'm not opposed to a potato. $305? We can afford $305. There, friends with everyone.
A deal then.
So now we're on plus 60 approval from that policy. That's brilliant. And I love the Republic. The Republic is a fantastic government type because of the extra output of laws. So Hyperpax ended up probably being irrelevant, but it may end up mattering if we get Ita, which is totally possible, right? Oh no, Ursa. Ursa was not being factored into. Yeah, Ursa was not being factored into our overpopulation level before because it's still not a colony. Okay, minus 15 influence per turn on all of our systems is not actually viable. We need the influence to maintain the laws.
How are you these days? Care for a little business?
Oh, you're gonna give me back some of my money, okay. Sure, I am down with that. I am down with business. What's up? Oh, I forgot about this. We've led the fleet to a large, barren planet rich in minerals. Cool. Send an expedition to the indicated curiosity on Imnos the 3, where there will be violence. Okay. So he has 3 probes. We should search the quest curiosity, but we should search 2 others that are likely to be valuable first. I guess let's check the life form and the other life form. Yeah, sometimes you get points of population. So we got some Tikanan population, and we discovered some ionic crystals. Okay. Ionic crystals are a life form? Ooh. A migrating swarm of giant airborne creatures, which have attached themselves to our hulls. Shield capacity is up. Movement points are down. From all the fleeing. Alright, and this will spawn a pirate fleet, and we will be killed. But the good news is, we got 100 dust. And if the pirates die, we'll get a whole bunch of Hyperium, which unfortunately is not a thing that we need. Run! I mean, you did your job. Good work. Alright, where else is there? Here we go. Here's a place that has some population. Alright, camo absorption in 4. We need this for the most recent science building we unlocked. Okay, we've already colonized the world where the adamantium is. It's just a matter of getting to it. Alright, well, we had a little bit of a crisis there. A little bit of an internal crisis, but I think... not to jinx it or anything, I think we're sort of in the clear now. Even if we got the option of taking Wyrix via relations, I don't think we should, because it'll just get consumed by the Lumeris anyway. But we're totally taking over Ida if we can.
We hail your rational leadership.
You're the caviar of the galaxy.
Okay, yeah, we'll hit 75 and quest giving range pretty soon here. What do I want to do with you? Wait, that's another minor faction. Head over to here and we'll figure it out from there. Maybe we can get even bigger. Man, this system is not developing very quickly. Let's put up drone networks, get a little bit more food going. Are we near the cap anywhere? Because we could spaceport some population over there. Well, let's let our developing systems actually develop. And as we get closer to the population cap in places, we'll, okay, yeah, we should actually probably spaceport like a person, at least one person. Oh, this system's not level 2 yet. Never mind, we don't have a spaceport. What we do have is a lot of dust. Is it feasible for me to just buy 36 Genonics? Actually, yes. It looks like it may be. Okay. That'll help with that problem a little bit. Because apparently Osulo's generating people quickly enough that we can just ship them all over the place. So it's Virgo that needs the little push. Well, actually no. Virgo's gonna have a birth in a turn. Oh, Dakel probably needs to actually get some new worlds opened. Jesus. Alright, we may have to help them along with some dust at some point. We actually don't really need a big population push almost anywhere, it looks like. I'll send a couple of people to Ursa. Does it matter who I send? Yeah, you'd be happier elsewhere. This is something I don't do that well either. Really take advantage of like the micromanaging capabilities that we have. So we have level 3 modernization available. Unfortunately, we're a little bit short on science-related stuff. We really need to find some blue cap. Eden incense wouldn't be a terrible idea. And do we have any income? No, we've just found 20 transvine. Well, I mean, this isn't bad, right? We could use the influence, we could use the dust. We're gonna have to run some... We're gonna soon be in a place where we want to run more expensive laws. So how much we need? I would need to find 18. And there's not actually 18 on the market. Okay, well, we'll probably have to wait a little bit on that. Do we see... It looks like Horatio is probably swimming in the stuff. Let's see if Horatio will hook us up with some Eden blossoms.
Hearing from you is pleasing.
Or incense, right?
Like unexpectedly seeing our reflection.
Doesn't have a lot. Will we go 2 for 1 for some potatoes?
Horatio.
He will. Okay. So that puts us closer. Now we just need 6 from the market. And this upgrade will actually be better for our dust output than the pulvis production is as well, so that'll help. We're going to need this in Aquarius as well. That'll definitely help push it back. Arcab doesn't necessarily need to put out a ton of influence if Aquarius can cover it. But yeah, look at how quickly that's creeping up. That's going to be a real issue. Oh, what? Wait, what was the quest? Okay. Well, that was faster than I wanted.
Horatio feel
And at the same time, Ursa... Yeah, okay, so... Alright, we're holding loyal. We're working on it. Okay, well, we gotta get all of this stuff searched, obviously. With this many subterranean curiosities, there have to be resources out here, right? Okay, so we've got this up to 2 per turn now, thanks to the extra mining tech. Next turn, we'll start mining it. And we are on the road, as long as we can maintain control of Arcab, we are on the road to a pretty clean push, I think, here. Not a lot of confounding factors. Actually, where does this go? I'm curious about that too. And then, I mean, I guess I'll just hold on to my other probe. Nah. Let's send it down this star lane and see exactly what's over here. Oh, the Living Plague. In Aquarius. Aquarius is producing 120 of all of these things. You know, I always save the core of the plague ship. Let's try to save the inhabitants. Because I've forgotten what it does. Okay, a lot of our dust production just went away. Looks like we got away without creating a major economic crisis, so that's good. That's good luck. Let's not try to pretend that it's anything else. Okay, we're waiting a turn. We're waiting until the probes reveal stuff. I can't believe that this never got built by anybody. This would be really good for us, actually. There's no way we get that, right? This late in the game? I mean, we're not going to be building it for very long. I guess it's not high risk or anything. Oh, hey. Primus. Plus vision range. The population's nice. Yeah, let's throw some serious diplomatic weight behind this. I'll take this world. I'll take this system too. I don't care. So we found the academy. Wow, it has some pretty good resource production. 3-5. Man. Probably actually head over here. So we were rewarded with the applied Casimir effect. That is fantastic. We're working on how to communicate with them. So we can set an outpost on the Cepheus system, or we can reach Tikal in less than 10 turns. Let's not bother. So it looks like the this stage of the quest is a little bit different if you do if you save the people instead of the ship. Or sorry, instead of the computer core of their ship. Alright, well... AI labor is going to be good for us in a bunch of places. We have a lot of sterile worlds. And also some hot worlds as well. I probably overvalue hot worlds just because I love industry so much, but... I always do seem to end up with an awful lot of them, don't I? So do these guys need a little push? I'm not going to try to take their system, but I would love it if I was getting a ton of their resources. Alright, so we're still working hard on getting all of our, getting dust up to snuff everywhere. Taking over these Primus dudes will certainly help with that. We're pulling in a ton of dust from outside sources. Ah, that's a shame. We just got those people under control. So I think we're probably going to end up rocking the Sophon again because Geniocrat is so powerful, but it is worth noting that Seeker is not amazing for governors. Well, you know, Personal Militia is not that bad, and Blue Sky Speculator is fine. What is our other choice? We have a Lumeris Seeker. Actually, they're all Seekers. Okay, then we're taking the Sophon. And what did we find? We discovered that the seasons here are propitious. Cool. Also 5% XP for ships, despite the fact that no ships are present. Let's start building up our science output on the sort of less important planets. Don't ever let them hear you call them that, but you know what I mean. They are. They're less important. Oh yeah, maybe I should like assign this guy to a thing, huh? So his... you know what I did not look at was this. Okay, just flat 20%, or plus 20 science, okay. Well... I don't know. His skills are not particularly world dependent. Obviously, it's generally better to have them in places that have significant population. We can put him down here for now. Yeah, sure. 7 population is pretty good for our empire. Actually, it probably should have been Arcob. We'll move him when we can. We might want to move... Actually, I was going to say we might want to move the governor of Aquarius, but actually, him pumping out lots of industry or influence in Aquarius might be good enough to save Arcob. Oh, hey, we discovered Sahar. Oh, you're joking. This system looks great. Medium arid, huge barren, tiny barren. And Sahar has bonus outputs, right? I wonder if the tree guys don't know about Cepheus or what the deal is.
Feel content.
Okay, we discovered that there's dark glitter on one of our worlds. That's really not that exciting. Let's pop in here and say hello to these guys. We can only search 2 things. Let's choose wisely. Actually, Signal Ruins. That sounds great. Okay, plus vision range. A point of Lumeris population. That's interesting. I don't know that I've ever seen a point of major faction population pop out of one of those before. Okay, I'm gonna grab our fleet, quote-unquote fleet such as it is, and pull them over here on pirate duty, because we have a lot of pirates to deal with. Nope, don't worry, we're friends. We're all friends here. Just passing through. Is that another minor faction? How far can I push this, do you think? We're definitely, like, massively overpopulated. We need to meet some more people so that we can make peace with more people, so that we can get more more approval from Make Love Not War. Because I want to take over this, and I want to take over this, and I want to take over this thing down here. I'm not allowed to move the camera right now. There we go. What is okay, it's a normal deposit. Oh hey, look, that's a new player. Oh, we got attacked. Well, we have enough health to be able to retreat. Yeah, I think, honestly, I think we may have just gotten super lucky with that period of anarchy. But I'll take it, man. Oh, hey, we're actually going to run out of growth space. Let's do this first. And then we're probably going to want to tack cosmetic genetics onto the end of the queue here. We need to get level 3 modernization going. That'll help spread our influence a little faster. How far off of that are we? We have way more than enough trees. But we're only pulling 1 Eden incense per turn, right? 1.1. Yes. Thank you, Polaris Incorporated. Have a bunch more hit the market by any chance? Nope. And Horatio did not actually have very many last time we talked to him.
To speak with you. You are
He still
almost
doesn't.
as interesting as we are.
Greetings. Your hospitality is appreciated.
Let's just flip through these real fast and see who might be able to help us. Ooh. Okay, that's good. We must have something they're interested in. Do you want trees, transvine? I don't have any transvine income, but I'm willing to trade the 20 we have for sure. Want some dark glitter? I hate this stuff. Okay, you don't care for it either. These ionic crystals are nice, and she seems to care about them, but we don't have enough to make a difference. We have a lot of Hyperium, way more than we need. I don't like that. I mean, let's just offer it.
Oh, this is better than good business.
Alright, that is fantastic. So let's do modernization here. I'm going to do it in Ane as well. Just for the future concerns. Now, unfortunately, I don't think we can stop the tree guys from taking our systems over by having a lot of influence, right? If they have vines, they can do Pacific conversion. If it starts to become an issue, I know we can hover around our world and remove the vines somehow, but I bet it requires us to break peace. As it is, the vines are actually beneficial while we're at peace, aren't they? Yeah, they're making us some food for sure. Did they do anything else? Okay, no, it looks like From Friendly Vines is only on here, but still, free food. Thanks a lot, guys. We're short Jadonics. I was thinking, we should probably buff up the influence output of Ursa as well. How short are we? Short. But this stuff is very available. Alright, if we can just put out enough influence to not let Bettel overtake us, Aquarius will be the one that actually saves everybody, I think. Okay. Without that approval, we're only content. That does make me nervous. Let's send a probe out to here. And then I think drop down into the planet hangar. Alright, the second trade company is available. Make trade company HQ right here on one end of our empire, and the subsidiary over here on the other end. Try to run through a lot of spaces. If we wanted to get more Eden Blossoms, we have to pick up this one. Eden Incense. Why? I look at that picture and I think blossoms, even though I know that that's not right. Okay, does Arcob... What does Arcob need? I guess just to keep plugging, right? Like, nothing special. We're not getting terribly close to running out of population slots or anything. We discovered that there is titanium on Eta 3. An okay deposit. Perfectly fine. Oh, hey. So... do I want to push up to the next tier for the level 4? Probably not. Let's go back to working on science. So ultra deep habitats will let us expand our curiosity power even further. Ultra IR astronomy will let us find more disconnected systems. Oh, we need punctuated evolution foundation. Yeah. Okay, so we're not too far from being able to start Genius of the Endless. How many turns is that? 10? Okay.
The Unfallen watch you, unsure if your act...
Okay, the heart is greatly upset. Do I have ships in their territory? I don't think so, right? No, I don't. Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. Well... we can make a payment to him or something? I don't want to get a lot of friction going here. I'd like for things between us to stay friendly. Alright, increase the base value and then increase the percentage multiplier. Seems pretty solid. Alright, Oslo has stuff to do for a while. Yeah, let's give him a gift or something. Let's try to make sure that things don't go...
in the hopes that your goal is greater harmony.
Huh. Doesn't the little green plus mean that they would like this? Let's definitely give him something. I don't want him to feel like he wants to go to war with me. We'll give him a little bit of dust, too. What, like... 1,000? 1,000 dust? Here, a gift. Just so that it's clear whose side everybody's on.
Accept this proposal, but...
hopefully that's gonna soften him up a little bit. I do not need him to declare on me. Things are going so smoothly right now. I have a preference for things being smooth. You know? Okay. Enough with the pirate ships. There's actually another system over here. Is my probe going to reveal that? I think so. Alright, well, our influence is meeting... oh, we're not even level 3 yet here, so... I, at this point, do not have any idea how this is going to end up. We're content. We definitely should not take another system, but man, I want to so badly. Yeah, let's try to get the systems we have under control first. So we'll finish researching this quadrant. We'll get Genius of the Endless, and then I think the second quadrant we complete will actually be this one. Both because I really want to push back on our system over approval thing. Our system over colonization disapproval thing, but also because this gives approval. that will matter a lot as well. Unfortunately, I think this is where we're going to have to call it for today. None of us have infinite time. Listen, if you're watching this series, I do want to say, I appreciate how much of your time you choose to spend on the stuff that I do here, because I know I put out a lot of content. What is hold up now? That is 20 command points worth of aggressive ships. And they're vining Nihal. They want to take that. That makes sense. Well, can we send out some probes real fast? Here, we'll move. Oops, that was the wrong fleet. I had just sent out a probe. Why did it have my military fleet selected? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do the stuff that's necessary to send this probe out before I call the video, because otherwise I'm going to forget. But I think we have some strong development going here. I don't know that this isn't going to be like a record-breaking win, probably, but I think it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good, strong finish. Let's make sure we send a probe out there. Hey, look, it's Calgaros. Man. Just going to, like, really... We have so much influence production now. Going to really lay into it. Okay, everybody back home.
We hail your rational leadership.
The Unfallen watch you, unsure if your act.
Okay, I think we're restoring some peace. Alright, microwave pipes are nice. It's one of the few options we have for really increasing our influence output after adding the Eden incense to the system development menu, so I'd like to get these done everywhere if we can. Is our cap close to its population cap? Not really. We don't need to colonize this world just yet. Okay. Now we're done for today. Yeah. Things are going alright. So come back next time. We're gonna keep pushing against the borders of our people's patience with us. Maybe pick up another couple of systems and see if we can't wrap this one up. And we'll see you then.